Welcome back to Hatha. We continue our series called Into the Heart, where we have looked at, so far, the lower three chakras through the lens of the heart. So being grounded in the heart, being open and flowing with the heart, being strong in the heart. And now we come into the heart center, whose primary balanced characteristic is balance. So it is your ability to give and receive love equally. It is the experience of balanced life, balanced living, not being swung from one end of the spectrum to the other, be it emotionally or mentally. It is living in that sweet spot of a peaceful center. And so that's my intention today, is to use some balancing poses to help bring balance to the whole system. Because the word anahata, name of the heart chakra, means unstruck. And so when we are in that balanced place, we get to live in a place that is unaffected by the swings of life, by the ups and downs, that it is a beautifully peaceful, neutral place. And so the more balanced we can be, the more we get to exist from that place. And I'll just put a little plug in. Today I'm wearing my One Yoga Global shirt because I've teamed up again with One Yoga Global for a retreat. And this will be to beautiful Lake Atitlan, Guatemala, and that is happening May 2022. So I'm kind of scheming and planning the intention for the week. It will likely have a lot to do with the elements because there's the earth there, there's the lake, the water, there will be a fire ceremony, a cacao ceremony, lots of time to do yoga, rest, reflect, eat delicious food, and be in an amazing community. So the registration is open for that. I'll put it in the comments of this video, and it's in today's newsletter. So I really hope you consider going on the road with us. We're all itching to get out, and by then, I think we can all feel confident that we can be together safely. So let's begin seated comfortably. Take your hands alongside of you, push into your fingers, rise high with your heart. Take a deep breath in and make your spine as long and tall as you can. Create space down into the belly. Exhale, you embrace towards your spine. Drawing the low belly in, release your hands to your thighs. Just take a few shoulder rolls back. So my intention today is that everything has its equal and opposite. All right, let the movement settle. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Bring your attention right away to heart center. So focus your inner mind on a low point in your chest. Begin by noticing your breath. Notice if it's tight or short this morning, or if it's fairly easy to get a full breath. Just notice. I highly recommend that if you do nothing each day, if there's nothing on the agenda, if there's nothing else that happens, check in with your breath every day. You'll start to notice when you are in imbalance, and your wisdom will help you know what to do to become balanced. And as always, don't judge imbalance. Imbalance is part of life. The fulcrum is not a state of constant. It is a continuous drawing back to that center. So begin to gently balance the breath. You can count or use the alphabet or just have a sense that your inhale and your exhale are about the same amount of time. Notice what happens in your system when you just balance your breath, what changes in your body and in your mind. Notice any shift just by balancing the breath. Contrary to what you might believe as you go through life, your actual nature is this inward balanced state. And so I offer to you the mantra Sat Nam, which is a 2-word phrase meaning I am that. I am that is still. I am that is calm. I am that is universal. I am that is divinely connected. So inhale Sat, exhale Nam. I am that inner wisdom. We get in trouble when we identify with our ego. This helps us come in to identify with the eternal. Sat, S-A-T, Nam, N-A-M. Your palms together at your heart. We'll chant the sound of Om once, coming together in voice, ringing through our heart to experience balance. Breathe in. Exhale all the way. Inhale to Om. Surrender your head to your heart. Lower your hands. Inhaling, sweep your right arm out and up, a big twist. Now, if you're finding it difficult to sit, then I encourage you to change positions. Extend the legs out or open, however you can be here for a little bit longer. That breath in, a big stretch. Then as you exhale, bring your hand across to wrap around the opposite arm, chin towards shoulder. Inhale, sweeps open. Exhale, take that same amount of time to come across. You could also chant the sound of Om on the exhale. Keep going on your breath timing. Inhale, sweeps up and open. Exhale, or Om, comes across. Chanting the sound of Om stimulates the vagus nerve, which nourishes the little organ of the heart as well as digestion, reproduction. Everything's connected back to that nerve. After your next inhale, release that hand to neutral. Take a deep cleansing breath. And other side. After that 4th round, pause in neutral. Just notice how you feel. And then clasp your fingers, one in the other. So wrap your, say, left hand down, right fingers up. So you have your fists in front of your chest. Shoulders wrapping down. Inhale, the effort is soft. Exhale, draw the belly in, pull your elbows apart. The effort is strong as you draw your shoulder blades down. So balance, surrender, inhale, softness. Exhale, engage your core. Pull the elbows apart, strength. Balanced action of the arms twice more. This is the Ganesh mudra. It's considered the one that removes the obstacles. So we're removing the obstacles here that get in the way of our sense of balance and ease. Good. Let's do one more. Soft inhale. Strong exhale. And then slowly take the hands up. Just a gentle pull, nothing major. And of course, if your shoulders are bothered, please release and bring your arms to cactus. Okay, keeping them a little taut. Lift high. Then as you exhale, crescent to the right. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, crescent to the left. Root to rise, inhale to come up. Change the direction of your hands. Exhale, crescent. Inhale to come up. And exhale to crescent. Inhaling, come up. Just a little bit of a tug on the hands, shoulders really wrapping down now. And then release the hands out, palms up. Elbows are soft, open and close your hands quickly. Just an even flutter, fingers into palms. Stimulating the nerves, the meridians, I should say, more likely, that run from the chest through the arms and into your palms. A few more deep breaths. Feel the heat, feel the heat, feel the heat. And inhale, open the palms. Exhale, close your eyes and bring your hands slowly towards each other. Send your spidey sense out into your hands and feel the energy between them. Eventually you might feel like you're holding an energetic ball right there in front of the heart. This is feeling that energy that is around your body. And on your next exhale, bring that energy to your heart center, palms to your chest, and curve down. Inhale now, reach way forward, tilt your chest, tilt your torso. Exhale, bring fingertips to heart and fold in. This is balanced giving and receiving. Balanced giving and receiving love. Compassion. Forgiveness. Keep going on your time, and you might notice if one of these is easier than the other, the giving or the receiving. And just notice. Inhale, reach, exhale, bend. A couple more. And come up through center, cosmic head rest. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your head gently fall back. Shoulders are down. Just 2 breaths here. Broaden the elbows. And flex your wrists. Press the walls away. Heart walls away. Right? Some of us have learned to really protect the heart. This is an opportunity to take this time and open those walls up. Press them away. Exhale, right hand, left knee. Just a little twist. Give a little leverage to turn and then change sides. Good. Release and come onto your back. Please bring your strap with you. If you don't have a strap, then you pretend. You can do this as if. So you'll just imagine the sense of the strap. So, place the strap over the arches of both feet. So both legs extend up. Strap goes over both of them. Then bring the strap through your legs. Both sides strap through the legs, and then around to comfortably hold them alongside of you. So you've created kind of a little wrap around your ankles and shins. So it goes in front of the ankle and behind the calves. Bend the knees a little bit. Shoulders relaxing back. Flex your feet. And now press the outer edges of your feet into the strap. This is building a charge down through the legs. If you need to have them farther away because your hamstrings or low back are tight, that's fine. Bend your knees more as needed. This is like an upward facing grounding stance. Okay, so pushing your foot into the strap, press them away from each other. As you do this, let your body create natural adjustments. Just a few more breaths. Really, you might even have like a tremble or a tremor happening in your legs. This is all good work. Okay, keep pressing the legs out as you breathe. And then bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor, and let go of the strap with your hands. Press evenly through the heels and balls of the feet and establish your root line there. With your legs strong and steady, inhale, rock your pelvis forward, and exhale, give it a little bit of a tuck. Make sure that you also put some attention in your jaw, that you do your best to relax your jaw. Inhale, pelvic bowl tips forward, pubic bone down. Exhale, a little bit of a tuck, hips lift off the mat. Let your belly be soft on that inhale. And then next time you're coming through neutral, stay. Dynamic bridge. Inhaling, roll the hips up, arms come through the air to a wide open position. And let's pause here for a moment. So it should be comfortable, right? If you have to draw your shoulder blades underneath you more, that's fine. Outer elbow bones and backs of your wrists on the floor. So if you're quite tight, you might be out more like a T. You could always choose to not include the arms here. All right. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your hips, arms through the air. Come alongside the body. Match your movement of breath. Balanced, rising. You can even add a little pause here, a moment. And then a balanced, releasing all the way down. Controlled. And then a pause. Keep going. Wherever you are, give yourself one more round. So finish that one more round. Pause. And then hug both knees into your chest. Let that strap fall away from your feet. And then a little twist. So knees to the left, reach to the right. Inhale into those right ribs, make some space. Exhale, embrace around your spine. Wrap your right shoulder back towards your mat. Couple breaths here in supine twist. All right, so there's effort here in maintaining the shape. And the surrender comes on that exhale when you're lengthening into it, melting tension, stretching. Back through center. And knees to the right, reach to the left. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral. Just rock side to side a little bit. Let your head kind of loll. Like you've lost control of your neck. Your body is leading the way for your head to go side to side. And then roll to your right and make your way to all fours, hands and knees. Chakra Savvy. Oh, inhale, soft heart, lifted gaze. Exhale slowly to child's pose. Take a deep cleansing breath here, adding a little bit more surrender. Relax as best you can. And when you're ready, move balance forward and back. Inhale and exhale. So we use the body as an entry point to the heart, bringing balanced characteristics to body to help foster balanced characteristics in mind and emotions, all the layers of your being. Next time you're coming through all fours, stay. Bring your shins parallel if they're not already. And balance. So drawing the belly in, reach your right leg back, left arm forward. If you're doing this standing, then just extend the right leg back as you reach the left arm forward. Breathe here, balancing, holding steady. And touch the back toes down, reach your left arm up, big twist. Leaning back. And return to all fours. Again, balance. Belly button in, left arm back, right arm forward. Notice if your head wants to dip forward. Okay? This is how tech life has taken us out of balance. Retract your chin, line your ears back up with your shoulders. Low ribs in. And touch your back toes down. Big twist. Lean back. Good. Touch down. Toes turn under and sit back on your heels. Or skip this if it creates pain in your feet. You could come all the way up to kneeling. Okay, so kneeling up is fine. Even standing is fine. So extend your arms to the sides, palms down. Bring some movement to the chest. As you inhale, lift your chest, roll your triceps under, palms up, little back bend. Exhale, lower your chin, roll the shoulders forward. So we want some movement in the upper back. Inhale, upper back arches, and exhale, upper back curves. Couple more. Next time you're in your arch, stay, but now draw the ribs in, bring your gaze forward, and come to neutral spine. Turn your fingers up to the sky, down towards the ground, and then draw them back. Reach out through your fingers. Hopefully you'll feel kind of a lift in your palms. This is what we want to maintain the best we can. Arms come forward. Draw the shoulders back and down. Plant your hands on your mat. Grip your mat like a tiger clawing, and then tap your toes. Let those go. So keep wrapping your triceps in towards your midline. And turn your toes under, hover your knees off the ground. Root into your fingers. If you're creating pain in the wrist, place something under your wrists. The folded strap is a good idea. Just give your wrists a little bit of a lift. And now come into downward facing dog. Hips high, heels low. Deep breath into the upper body. Exhaling, belly button in. Stretch through your arms. 3 breaths here, balanced in and out. Sat. Nam. And bending your knees, slowly walk forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale with a long spine. Exhale, bow. Step back to plank pose, push-up pose. Stay for a moment, strong arms, soft heart. We used to say arms like diamonds, heart like ghee. And lower halfway down, chaturanga. And all the way down, rising into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, puppy pose. So your hands stay, hips are high. You can walk your knees back and stretch back. So you're pulling away from your hands, body is long, chest towards your knees, forehead towards the floor. It doesn't matter if they touch, you're just getting a long stretch. Return to all fours. Integrate, head of the arm bones into the socket. Down doggy. Slowly walk forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Once again, step back to plank. Let's go side plank onto the left edge of your foot. You can always lower a knee down or step your front foot over. Side plank, solid. Good, reach your right arm overhead. And touch down, move through plank, other side. The main balance we want to find is Sukha and Sthira, which is effort, right effort, and ease. And touch down. Okay, chaturanga. And lower. Inhaling cobra. Coil back, coil back, coil back. On your exhale, lower. Puppy pose. You let your puppy wag its tail, and you'll feel a little shift side to side. You'll change the stretch. It can be lovely. Transition to down dog. And slowly walk forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Reach forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Take a deep cleansing breath. Bend your knees. Shift your weight onto your left leg and just lift the right heel. Go up and down as if on an invisible hydraulic. Maybe you can imagine that from left sitting bone to heel. You're just riding up and down. So you'll feel the leg work, right? But it's not a lot of effort. Then keep the leg bent. See if you can do more muscular energy around your knee. Okay, so often this little meaty part just above the knee where you would do a monkey bite or horse bite when you're trying to tickle somebody, that's hard to access, so you have to kind of think about it. So go give yourself a monkey bite if you like, but make that muscle work. And then tilt your body forward, reach your right leg back. Balance here. Just a baby warrior 3. Push down through your standing leg. Okay, so balancing the left hip, left side of the sacrum. And then land in warrior 2. Nice and wide. Now this back leg has as much to do with this pose as the front leg. The front leg wants to take over, so keep reaching down there. Okay, let's work the upper back. Inhale, back bend, triceps under. Exhale, bow your head, shoulders roll forward. Twice more. Back bend, rising and curving as you look in. This time stay in the back bend. Bring your gaze forward, ribs down, fingers up. Fingers turn down, draw your hands back, and press out through the L of your index finger and thumb. Right, we're working the fascia. Whew, it gets tight from chest through hands. Now, press out through the long line of your pinky, the whole bottom line there, as that comes from the back of the chest. Strong and anchored back leg, bend your front knee more. Now, left thumb up. Inhale, sweep your right arm around, grab an invisible string of a bow and arrow, Exhale, create effort as you pull it back to your chest. Pause, then release it with shoo, surrender. Inhale, go get it. Halfway, exhale, pull. You can do ujjayi. Pause, release. Shoo. Twice more. Strong effort, pulls to the heart. You've done what you can. Surrender the rest. Shoo. Once more. Shoo. Palm up, inhale, reverse. And exhale, return. Low as you can in those legs. One more time, reverse. And return. Left forearm to your thigh. Big circles with the top arm. Now let this movement come from the chest. You've been doing a lot of good back bend and forward bend. Same thing here. Chest rises, back bend, and chest forward folds. If you end up just doing the arm, right, try to bend forward and sweep the fingertips to the floor. That can help you know that you're doing the whole torso. And now, with the right arm reaching up, bringing your hand to the back of your skull. You can just really feel in your hand your skull. If this bothers your shoulder, please put your hand on your hip, and you'll do as if. So you feel an invisible hand behind your skull. So give your head weight as much as you can into your hand, and start to turn your face towards the elbow pointing up. Relax your jaw. Click your tongue to help. And now point your elbow in the same direction as your front knee. Now we're getting into that psoas. Grow long from right elbow to right ankle. Bring your gaze forward, stretch your arms straight overhead, and touch down to a lunge. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale with a long spine. Exhale, bow. Reaching forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Take a deep cleansing breath. So I don't know about you, my right side feels very different from the left. So let's get balanced. Bend your knees deeply, body is upright. Shift onto your right leg, lift your left heel, go up and down slowly on a hydraulic. As best you can, you're sending your knee over the place between the second toe and the big toe. However, if you tend to get bunions, then when you walk, and maybe even when you do this work, send your energy between the second and third toe. Okay, so to reduce bunions, you want to move your weight out towards your pinky toe as you're walking. Okay, now sitting low, stay for a moment. Give yourself on that standing leg a little monkey bite around the knee, make your muscles work. And then humbly bow forward as you reach your left leg back. So the shoulders are doing no effort here, but your standing leg is doing its best to hold steady. It might be wobbling to and fro. Just try to center it. And then reach way back, coming into warrior two. Put some effort in that back leg to balance you out. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward curve. Twice more. From the back bend, look forward, ribs in, fingers point up, fingers point down, fingers back, and press. Press away your heart walls. We've all had to erect heart walls at some point or another, right? It helps protect us from grief. But here, as you establish safety through your lower body, open up the heart. The breath, the element of the heart, clears it. Right thumb up. Inhale, go get that invisible string. Focus firmly as you exhale. Pull the string to your chest. Pause. Then let it go. Inhale, get it. Exhale, halfway pull. Release it. Twice more. palm up. Inhale, reverse. Right, the freedom that comes from releasing. Exhale, return. Those heart walls. And return, forearm to your thigh. Big circles with your chest and upper arm. Even trace those fingers along your mat. Our breath tells us all about the state of our heart. Indicator of grief is an inability to get a deep breath. Now, the next time your left arm is reaching up, keep it up. Place your hand on the back of your skull. Lovingly hold the back of your head. Hand to your hip if your shoulder is being bothered. Head goes back into your hands, and then slowly turn your nose towards your elbow. Shoulder away from the ear. Lots of little adjustments here. We're accessing a lot of the little bits and pieces around the chest and shoulders. There's a lot going on. Now keep rooting through your legs. Poke your elbow farther and farther towards the same direction as your shin. So overhead, reach it, reach it. And then looking forward, reach your arms straight alongside your ear. And touch down. Step your back foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale with a long spine. Exhale, fold. Reaching forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Take a deep cleansing breath. And get your block. Place the block between your thighs, and if you don't have a block, then just do as if. So the block is here to remind you of the strength of your midline. As long as you're toning, lifting, and zipping, you're getting this. Inhaling, arms come out to the sides, rise up onto your toes. Or do as if your feet are not bending this way today. Exhale, lower. Inhale, root to rise, floating up, up, up. And exhale, embrace the block, slowly lower. One more time. This time, rise and stay. Bend your elbows 90 degrees. Steady embrace of your core. Stay to inhale. Exhale, squeeze your block, twist your upper body to the left. Inhale, center. Woo. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center, reach up. Right, go reach with your fingernails into the clouds. And then exhaling, palms together, sink low into chair pose. Breathe here. Let's bring arms out, bent elbows, hands a little bit forward, like a 20-degree angle. Open and close your palms. Just like we did before, we've got strong legs, soft heart now, fluttering hands. Even just stirring up the air around you, releasing stagnation. Go ahead, keep your legs strong. Step them far enough apart to drop the block. Good, now pushing into your feet, press them away from each other like you have your strap there. So here's a wide grounding stance. A little bit of more fluttering. And we do breath of joy. Inhale, sweep up. Let it go. Ha! 4 more. Ha! 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 Hold, lift, and hold. Let it go slowly. Pause and recover. Give your knees a little bend and start to turn from side to side. You probably did this when you were a kid and you were bored, right? So your torso swings and the arms come around and you're gonna whack the sides of you. And this kind of gets the blood out into the fingertips. Sweeping the heart. We release both stagnation and excess, right? Some of us have excessive hearts. We feel too much out in the world, and we have to strengthen. So clear the air. And coming through center, reach out. Inhale to come up. Press your palms together. Wrap your thumbs, interlace your fingers, and create a steeple with your index fingers. Okay, so everything's interlaced, index fingers are reaching. Now, pushing down through your feet, press them away from each other. And from your hips, reach high through your fingernails. Fortify. Step your feet closer together, hug an invisible block. Cosmic head rest. Lift the back of your skull, head falls back. See how much of a back bend you can get here, but still be able to breathe. So if you can't breathe, you've gone too far. If you can't talk, you've gone too far. Good. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, let it go with sound. Turn to face your left. Step onto your left foot, and again, wrap your thumbs. Press your fingertips together, index finger and thumb. Now, if this bothers your shoulders, then you go wide, okay? Not a problem. The energy will still be there. So standing on your left, turn your right toes under and hug an invisible block here. So really suck towards your center and zip up. So yes, we're free and open. Gosh, I feel like a Charlie's Angel. Do you all feel like Charlie's Angels? Yeah, tough, right? It's okay to have a little toughness. Shifting onto your left leg. Now reach way forward. Reach it way as your right leg comes up and you're horizontal to the mat. Virabhadrasana 3. Remember that monkey bite on your standing knee? Woo, where is that? You can bend the knee a little bit. Try to lift those knee muscles. Hold steady. Bend your standing leg more and come back to a high lunge. Trace an arch across the ceiling. Reach it, reach it, reach it. And palms together, stand up in Tadasana. Interlace your fingers. Turn your left toes under behind you. Stretch up. Inhaling, grow as tall as you can. Exhaling, embrace your midline. Hug around your hips, squeeze your butt a little bit, and come forward, Virabhadrasana 3. You could also be here. It doesn't have to go all the way forward. We're just practicing balance. Outer body experience for the heart to follow. Where's that monkey bite on your standing leg? Can you work that? Bend your standing leg, reach back. High lunge, trace a line along the ceiling. And palms forward, step forward, Tadasana. Now, we'll move into half moon rising. So it's nice to have a block there. Begin with a wide stance. Place the block by your left ankle if you're going to use one. Good. Open up to 5-pointed star. Big breath in as you reach open. And exhale, bend, knees wide. 2 more. Zip in and up, draw it in. Now hands to your hips and swing your tail a little bit. So do you notice that we've become kind of very formed? Then you got to shatter it a little bit. Swing the hips, let it go. We want structure, but not rigidity. Then open up again and turn over to Warrior 2 on the left. Right hand comes to your hip. If you're using a block, take it in your hand. Shorten your stance. Reach the block to the floor at a diagonal away from that pinky toe and come up to balance. Now, let's bend the standing leg. Scoop your belly away from your thigh. Move that knee out towards the pinky toe. So make it steady over that standing foot. And then you can stay or straighten the leg. Roll the top shoulder back. Arm can reach up or stay alongside your body. Balance. Bend your standing leg. Keep the block in your hand as you reach back to Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Let's change sides. So right leg turns out. Reach open. Left hand to your hip, bend your right knee and take a breath. Okay, lean down. Shorten your stance. Place the block away on the diagonal and stand up, steadily balancing. Now bend your standing leg, scoop your belly away from your thigh, and now open the knee. So really externally rotate that leg, drawing that hip crease back. Keeping that, straighten the leg, or straighten it-ish. Open the top shoulder, reach that arm up, or just keep it alongside your body. So find balanced action of effort and ease here. Sukha and Sthira. Strong standing leg, bend it, return to warrior two. Straighten both legs, turn your thighs in. Inhaling, reach up. And exhaling, bow forward, Prasarita Tanasana. So you can put the block to the side. Balanced effort down through both legs. Let your body hang. Even if you're up high, if that's the case for you, right? If your back is feeling tense or your hamstrings are tight, you can put your elbows on your legs and let your body hang. That support will give your body the sense of safety it needs to begin to stretch and let go. So hanging out in space doesn't do much for us, but if you can ground your limbs, so hands and feet, if you can ground them in something, your arms and legs, then the torso can release. The hamstrings can stretch. Let's do 2 more breaths, really letting go through the back body. Relax the arms if they're touching the floor, really let go. Bend your knees, slowly roll up. And walk your legs together. Take some big marching steps. Let's see how we go then from stillness to movement. Okay, now plant your block where you would have it for half moon rising. Plant your foot where you would have it in relation to your block for half moon rising. So I've got left foot in block or no block. You don't have to use the block. We'll transition from one posture to the next. So from warrior 3 to half moon. Give me your Charlie's Angel gun. Turn your right toes under. Take a deep breath in, softness. Exhale, strength. Zip ankles, knees, low belly, core, up to your chin. Now stretch up. Okay, so now your fingers aren't making a gun, they're making a steeple. This is much better. Shifting onto your left leg, trace a long line as you come into warrior 3. And you remain balanced in transition. That is the challenge. Left hand comes to the block or to the floor. Sweep your right arm up as you open that hip, half moon rising. Okay, we're going to transition back to warrior 3, or you can just go to warrior 2 and wait a moment. To stay with me, reach your right arm overhead. Now, lift your belly button. Turn your back thigh down, that right hip down. Left hand meets to the right. Bend your standing leg, and let's all come together in warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, Trikonasana. Turn your chest towards the ceiling and breathe. If you want to rest the top arm, that's fine. Moving through your legs, inhale to come up. And step or hop your feet together. Other side, right? I'm not going to let you walk out of here in circles because you did one side. There's many teachers who will remind you at this point, just be glad you're not an octopus and we have to do it twice. Okay. Charlie's Angels, do non-dominant hand on top. So whatever's weird, do that. Take a breath. Tilt your body forward, left toes turn under. Zip in and up, all the way up to the belly button. Stretch out. Okay, your triceps hugging in. Reach through those fingers, Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3. We're down through the standing leg. Grounded effort. And transition. Right hand comes to the block or the floor. Open up to half moon rising, Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, either should go to Warrior 2 or come to Warrior 3. Reach that left arm forward, square the hips. The left hip reaches down, right arm comes to the left, bend your standing leg, and reach back. Shoo, Warrior 2, back to 2 feet, nice and safe, Trikonasana. Lean back. Let this Trikonasana be as easeful as possible. Not easy, just easeful. So you're doing the effort, but there's a layer of ease on top. No armor. On your next inhale, come up. Turn all 10 toes in. Walk your legs a little closer together. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. Now let's take a bow forward, wrists overhead. Engage your belly. Pull your forehead towards your shins. Shake your head, no. Shake it a little bit, yes. And release your hands to Uttanasana, to the floor. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Step to plank pose. Lower your knees, lower your elbows and your hips, coming into Sphinx pose. So elbows comfortably wide, forearms, the shins of your arms, forearms parallel to each other. Now lengthen each leg one at a time. So you just lift it, lengthen it, lower it, and then press your invisible shoelaces and your toenails onto the mat, onto the floor. Tuck your chin. Breathe in and broaden the upper back. Create space, create space. Exhaling, low belly in, hips pressed down. Lower your chest as you roll your shoulders back and down and lift your gaze. We're working the bend beneath the shoulder blades. Again, that thoracic spine coming into the back of the heart. Just passive here. Lower body's not passive, it's embraced, reaching through the toes. Good, now do a lot of inner body lift. So pelvic floor, right? All the internal organs that reside in the pelvis. See if you can draw them in and up, in and up, in and up. If you can maintain that, widen your hands. You might have to step them a little bit away from each other as we move into seal pose, which is a yin pose. So hips are strongly pressing down. Really drawing in the inner body as you straighten your arms and lift up. Now if this creates pain in your back, walk your hands way forward or come back to Sphinx pose. But for some of us, this deep low back bend, right, with support, helps release some tension there. Some patterning that grips. But again, if there's any pinching, please stop. Let's do a few more breaths. If this were a true yin practice, we'd be here for like 3 minutes. I think we can get there with our intention and breath in just a few moments. then slowly lower by stretching your hands out. Open your legs wide into a big X-shaped belly down. Turn your face to the left and take a deep cleansing breath. Downward facing pretzel. And there is no Sanskrit for that I know of. So keep your left hand down, lift your left leg, and take it way across the right. Keep looking to the left face, to the floor, and stretch from left toes to left fingers. What little adjustments can you make that makes this feel even juicier? And come back through the center. Other side. Right leg lifts. Take it way across. That right hip comes up as you reach through the right hand. Turn the face to the right. Breathe. Unwind by twisting. Come back to the center. Just rest. You can do a forehead down or face to one side. Bring your mind to the heart center here as it's touching the earth. The earth brings its stillness. And it's only through stillness that we can hear the quiet wisdom within. It can also be very difficult to go into the stillness, because there's a lot that can reside there that we don't want to hear. And that's okay. Do your best to just be with whatever is. Reduce the busyness and go inside. It's okay if you get in there and think of places you've messed up. The heart reminds you to have compassion. It's okay if you go in there and find resentment. The heart reminds you to have compassion. Stay, or when you're ready, slowly press back to child's pose. And use your hands to slowly walk your body up. We'll come into Paschimottanasana, a deep forward fold. You take your blanket, roll it up as thick as you can. Thick as you can with your blanket or your beach towel. Place it across your mat. And then open your legs so that the back of your blanket is behind your knees. Heels touch down. Now notice if your back tends to slouch, even if your knees are bent, maybe you have another blanket or something around that you can sit up higher. Or just take your hands to the inner thighs, turn them in, pull the flesh of the buttocks back. Now the other thing you can do is if your back is curving back, lean back on your hands and use this as a yin style, which is soft and still. Okay, so you would just be here, letting your body get used to having this 90-degree angle with your legs. If you're ready for Paschimottanasana, then you place your hands on your shins, take a deep cleansing breath. Do your best now to soften all the way into the belly, into the base of the spine, and the sitting bones. So That whole area that you were so beautifully lifting in Sphinx pose, really relax and release that now. You need to have both. And it feels like you can't relax it anymore, then slowly walk your hands toward your feet, coming into a gentle forward fold. I encourage you to close your eyes and go inward towards your body's experience here. So you get in a conversation of asking permission and getting consent. No pushing. Let gravity and your exhale do all the work you need to deepen this fold as much as it needs to go. When your mind goes away, just bring it back to the breath or to a sacred word that resides in your heart. Maybe the quality of balance that is your intention. Peace or love, whatever quality you'd like to embody. Bring your mind ever so gently back to that word again and again. Use your hands and a full breath in to slowly walk your body up. Bring your block or a large pillow, something with you to lift your hips, because we'll counterbalance this forward fold with supported bridge. So release your blanket, come onto your back, please. So here we are almost in a bookend situation, back where we began, but likely feeling a little different. Okay, when you're ready, press into your feet, lift your hips, slide the block underneath. Support the whole sacrum, so the triangle at the base of the spine, feel support of the block. It can be at low or medium here. And snuggle your shoulder blades underneath you, arms relaxed to the sides. Make sure your chin is in neutral. So if it tilts your head back to be in this pose, lift your head, lengthen the neck, and come back down. You could also put a little blanket under your head. Well, not in bridge. Just do your best here. Once you've arrived, return to the breath of the heart and your sacred word. Stay as long as you like. Or press into your feet and activate your legs. Slowly lift your hips, remove the block. Gently and kindly lower your hips back to your mat. Then tune into your own body. Find out if there's any movements that your body is craving that would help it feel balanced before coming into Shavasana. What would your body like here? Grant your body its wish and then move into Shavasana or any restorative pose that would feel good to you today. Stay as long as you like. Or slowly begin to let your breathing deepen. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Lovingly draw your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side and make your way back to a seated posture. Let's finish together in the sound of Om. Breathe in. The Anahata in me bows to the Anahata in you. Namaste. Well done. I hope you experience a balanced practice and move into a balanced day. Come back to that center whenever you can. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.